everybody! Today I will be attempting at creating a DIY texture rolling pins. Mine's going to be very cost effective. Some people sometimes use actual rolling pins and they'll glue stuff to them. Others go as cost effective as using a piece of corn to roll texture onto a painting or a piece of paper. But for mine, I will be using something simple as a Pringles can that I found in our pantry. I emptied these out, I cleaned them, and I use hot glue to make the texture stamps on top. So you can kind of go any route with this. I decided just to do some funky curvy lines, some dots, some swirls. You can really do anything, any shape, any size. It's mainly just for the kids to have something fun to print onto their paper painting piece of art. So these are used to roll into a plate of paint, and this is a very messy material, which it's really fun for the kids to be able to do this. I like to tell my students when I'm in class that it's okay to get messy. Some of them kind of look at it as an arbitrary thing, but if you're an artist, you're going to get messy. It's just what you have to do. You just wash it off and everything's good. But this is a really fun project, or a fun piece of material to work with. So this is just demonstrating how you roll it into the plate. There's kind of no rhyme or reason. Obviously in an art classroom, I would have more materials to do this. This is just in my kitchen, so I'm just using what I have. But you roll it in your plate the best that you can, and then you put it onto your paper. I'm using cardstock. I have various colors, and I just used a light blue. But it's not perfect, and that's the beauty of adaptive art, is you're not going for perfection. This is for the students and for them to be tactile. So this picture is of my spin on another type of texture rolling pin. In the beginning, I showed you just a traditional rolling pin that people sometimes use for baking. Teachers will often glue items to that and use that. But clearly a toilet paper roll is a lot cheaper than a rolling pin. So that's the route I took for teachers on a budget. And I have just foam sheets that I've cut circles out of. You can do any shape just like the others, and I hot glue it to the roll. I chose to do various sizes just to give a little dimension when rolling, but this is the same exact concept as the hot glue lines and squigglies on the Pringle can, except you're using foam instead of just the hot glue. I actually found that using the foam works better. It gives a clearer image. Although the hot glue result, you're not necessarily going for like a spitting image of the line work that you did. It's just for texture and for the purpose of the student to be able to physically work with materials rather than in materials that are more hands-on rather than just a paintbrush or pencil. And it's easier for the students who physically have a hard time holding those smaller objects to be able to kind of put more emphasis on rolling with both hands, per se. Okay, so you pretty much got the idea of gluing the pieces of foam onto the rolling pin or toilet paper roll. And now I'm just going to do the same exact thing, roll it into the paint plate. This one, kind of be precise on where you roll it. You can kind of spend more time on certain parts of it as you see fit to make sure that it fills in those circles or whatever shape you use. And I just clean my station first, but I press at a good firm press down on the paper just so it shows up. You can go various ways with it, kind of be creative and do it your own way. You can redip if you want, if you see that your print is fading. And yeah, again, messy. I love being messy. Students tend to love that too. Parents not so much, but that's okay. But yeah, very fun project, very fun material to create, and great outcome with students.